In 2020, the second stage of the Tour de Force begins. Tour de Force is the partnership between the Netherlands authorities, trade and industry, NGOs, knowledge institutes, and platforms dedicated to cycling in the Netherlands. It has a concrete ambition, repeated over and over by Stientje van Veldhoven, the recently promoted Minister of the Environment and Living, who has cycling in her portfolio. She wants to increase the cycle distance with 20% by 2027. Tour de Force has now entered the second stage. A project, Scale Up Cycling, was introduced to create more space for the bicycle as an obvious, attractive and safe mode of transport, as well as a way to exercise and spend leisure time. To further stimulate cycling, even the Dutch authorities feel they need to change course and make clear choices. A change in the way of thinking, financing and, more importantly, the use of the available space. To make cycling the logical choice for distances up to 15 kilometers, the Dutch want to invest in infrastructure and conditions. A few examples: parking facilities for bicycles, opening up mobility hubs, bike share, road safety and behavior change. Until now, projects are usually planned to suit the available cycling budget. This should be the other way around. Develop necessary projects first and then find the appropriate budget. This new thinking especially impacts the distribution of space in town centers. Cycling is no longer a way to balance the budget. Rather, pedestrians and cyclists will literally get the space to move comfortably and safely. This calls for a different prioritization when choosing types of infrastructure. According to Tour de Force, there are 5 developments in society where cycling can make an important difference. Cycling for easy access to the city. Cycling for a vital countryside. Cycling for a better climate. Cycling for better health. Cycling for opening up opportunities. But there is not just one type of cyclist. People are all different, and so are people cycling. The different reasons for cycling lead to different needs for the people cycling, including a different type of facilities. One of the defining factors of Dutch cycling is the wide variety of cycling motives. Tour de Force distinguishes 6 kinds of cyclists: commuters, courier cyclists, school children and students, recreational cyclists, competitive cyclists, general, transfer and fast cyclists. For all these people, there are shared requirements as well as differences in approach. Different cyclists need different things, but all groups require a good network of safe and comfortable cycling routes. Cyclists also need to store their bicycles in a safe place. This calls for high-quality, covered parking facilities for all kinds of bicycles, for instance near train stations. Tour de Force distinguishes 5 main themes. Cycling in the city. To make cycling more important, a direct link between spatial urbanization requirements and mobility must be created. The available space must be redistributed for the variety in modalities, thus shaping the urban public domain. Tour de Force focuses on the design of the cycleway of the future, on supporting local authorities in their efforts to modernize cycling parking standards, and on trying to fully embed cycling in zoning schemes. Integrated cycling. Cycling and public transport form a golden combination for longer distances. It is essential that parking facilities for bicycles and shared bicycle supply at transfer locations are adequate. There's also potential for a car-bicycle combination. Tour de Force focuses on exploring the possibilities of pre- and post-transport cycling at public transport hubs and existing car parking. A high-quality cycling network. Cycling is the obvious choice for commuters, school children and students when there is a high-quality cycling network. Tour de Force focuses on expanding and upgrading the cycling network, building high-quality, safe and sustainable cycling infrastructure, and enhancing recreational cycling routes. This boosts regional economic development and promotes the Netherlands as a cycling holiday country at the same time. Stimulate bicycle use and cycling initiatives. Next to the infrastructural measures, behavioral measures are necessary to increase bicycle use. Campaigns aimed at specific target groups are effective, for instance, encouraging parents to take their children to school by bicycle, or informing employers about stimulating employees to come to work by bike. Support for and knowledge about cycling. There is a lot of knowledge about cycling in the Tour de Force network, but more cycling data is necessary. This is useful when the effectiveness of projects and activities needs to be measured. Cycling data will also increase cycling knowledge within the sector, regarding education as well as research. Tour de Force would like to combine and utilize knowledge about cycling and make standardized data about bicycle use readily available. It is essential to make serious choices and dedicated investments for the project Scale Up Cycling. Research into the challenges in town centers regarding the cycling network and as a result of the integrated approach clearly shows that an increase in cycling in the modal shift will provide a huge return on investment for everybody. It is money well spent.